Christina, you want to be a flower girl in a big wedding? Huh? You think you could crawl down the aisle?
Don, no. I know you love red, but I want white. White rose petals. I want 2 little baskets for the little girls to carry, and throw the petals as they go. It'll be so pretty. And, listen, I don't know if we need a ring bearer. I don't even know if we have one, but I could get one of those pillow thingies, where you look for... Yes. Perfect. And, I was thinking about a glow-in-the-dark cake. I know it's a wedding, not a Star Trek convention. Don, work with me here, please. Just... Okay, you get the cake. Make it big and beautiful. All right, thanks for your help, Tom. Cake. What are you smiling at?
You.
Okay, what? It's funny that I have 50 million zillion things to do because we should have thought of this yesterday, but we didn't, and now we have to do everything like it was yesterday.
No, it's just that you're lit up like the Christmas tree over there. It makes me happy to see you happy.
Well, happy is just one word. Try joyous and excited and filled with so much anticipation. And actually, there's a smidge of sheer terror, but I think ecstatic is probably the right word.
I like you in ecstatic. I'd like a lot of ecstatic.
Hey, don't you think this is absolutely perfect? This is the most wonderful right thing. Walking down the aisle for the millennium together.
Yes, it is.
Yoo-hoo! We're back! Hey!
Mom, Dad, look what Dylan gave me as the party favor.
What? Let me see. A Y2K survival kit?
Well, what happened to kazoos or, pickup sticks?
When Dylan blew out his birthday candle...
Yeah?
He said he was going to get 2,000 more and blow them all out on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
boy, I hope they have an oxygen tank handy.
What are we going to do for New Year's Eve?
Just something special.
Very special.
Well, you know how we've been talking about the millennium as kind of a start, a new beginning and a big celebration. Well, we just thought we had to show the world what matters to us most. So you know what we're going to do is we're just going to show the world how much you mean to us and how much we love each other.
That's why on New Year's Eve, me and her are going to walk down the aisle.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
As Serena says, that's awesome, honey.
We're getting married. Group. Okay, wait. Look out. Come here, you. We're getting a group hug because we're getting married. We're getting married.
We're running out of time. The prosecution will probably wrap up its arguments this afternoon.
Which means that we have to hurry up and find a way to discredit Rachel before she takes a stand for the defense.
Did you see this?
No.
It's one of the cult defense cases that Lee Baldwin sent over.
The defendant, Jane Phillips, received therapy in Florida, but her case was tried in Manhattan, where her family resides.
That's connection number 1. Rachel Locke treated her patient in Florida. Connection number 2. Jane Phillips was carted off to boarding school at age 10.
What does that have to do with Rachel's patient?
According to the file that Matt got, this patient got involved with the cult because of the detached relationship she had with her own family.
And you're thinking that this girl was shipped off to boarding school?
Just like Jane Phillips.
Could they be one and the same, Kevin?
If they are, we could have our insight into Rachel Locke.
Hey, gorgeous. Where you been all my life?
We have an uphill battle, don't we?
And it's an uphill battle that we're going to win, Julie.
It's almost time to start. Where is my mother?
Well, you know Nicole. Chances are she's just running late.
She's not going to show. After hearing my confession, she probably assumes that I'm guilty. And good old Mom, she was never one to back a losing cause.
Then who needs her?
Us. If my own mother thinks I'm guilty and bails on me, what do you suppose the jury is going to think?
Dr. Curtis, 5517. Dr. Fritz Curtis.
Well, I better make myself scarce.
Why?
Well, Frank and Courtney will be here soon with Neil. Courtney still blames me for the accident.
Dad!
Hey.
Karen! Cool poster.
Thank you.
Wow, this bone marrow blood drive might just be the answer we've been looking for.
You gonna donate, Uncle Frank?
You bet I am, champ. And we already know I'm not a match for you, but maybe I can help some other kid out there with leukemia. And who knows? Maybe somebody out there on the National Registry will end up being the perfect match for you.
Well, that's pretty great, huh?
You're lucky to have such a good uncle.
Sure am.
Okay, your job, 6th floor. Put up at least 5 flyers, okay?
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, by the way, Karen and I are pursuing other options in case, a donor isn't found.
Trying to get rid of your guilt by redoubling your efforts to help Neil?
I'd be working my butt off to help Neil if there'd never even been an accident, Courtney, and you know that.
Guys, instead of dwelling on what we can't change, let's focus on finding a donor, okay?
That's right. So come on, Courtney, it is time to donate.
All right.
First Carter, 2212 East.
Oh, hey. Oh, we're here. I'm ready. I'm ready to donate blood.
You know, I knew I could count on you, too.
Right.
We set up shop right down the hall on the left. Just walk in, roll up your sleeve. They're all ready for you.
Well, we're not just here to donate blood. Actually...
We're getting married on New Year's Eve.
What?
We're getting married.
Congratulations.
This New Year's Eve?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's not all planned out, everything perfectly yet, but it's going to be beautiful. I mean, it is last minute, but it's going to be wonderful. And if you have plans for the millennium, too bad. You're going to have to change them because we want you to be with us.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Oh.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Fred, there are a lot of food. Go and love it.
Yay!
Great.
Oh, now listen, I feel like I'm the luckiest girl in the whole wide world because it's not only am I getting an incredible husband, I'm also going to have 3 amazing, wonderful daughters. I mean, I didn't grow up to be a stepmom or anything. I always thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be. And, well, if you need advice or you need to come to me for anything, I'm there. I mean, I know you have a mom, and she's in Canada and all, but I'm just there if you need me. And what I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, what?
I consider you part of our family so much. I mean, every bit as much as Serena and Christina.
Detective Garcia, in addition to hearing the defendant's confession, did you also witness her behavior during the hostage situation engineered by Greg Cooper?
Objection. Assumes facts not in evidence. For all we know, Julie Devlin Ramsey engineered this event. Sustained.
I'll rephrase, Your Honor. Did you see the defendant's reaction when Kevin Collins, Eve Lambert, and Lucy Coe were being held hostage?
I did. We managed to get a hidden camera inside the house.
Who was really in charge of this hostage situation, Detective?
Cooper had the gun. He gave the orders.
And what was Julie's state of mind?
Objection. Calls for speculation. I'll allow it.
As Cooper got more volatile, Julie became more agitated, confused. It was obvious she was scared.
So the defendant feared for her life as much as the others did?
I believe so.
Thank you, Detective Garcia.
Redirect, Counselor. Did Julie Devlin Ramsey confess to being a murderer?
Yes.
Prosecution rests.
The jury won't even look at me.
Remember the Christmas promise I made
Ready to proceed?
about getting you acquitted? Get ready, because it's our turn now.
Defense calls Dr. Rachel Locke.
Thank you very much for seeing us, Mrs. Phillips. My name is Dr. Kevin Collins. This is my colleague, Dr. Eve Lambert.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Well, we understand that your daughter was deprogrammed by Dr. Rachel Locke at a Florida clinic.
Yes?
And then later exonerated for a crime she committed while she was in a cult.
I'm not interested in discussing my daughter's situation with perfect strangers.
We understand your hesitancy. However, we have a friend who's in a similar situation. And she needs a reference on Dr. Locke before she can secure her services.
Do you care about this friend?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Then keep her as far away from Dr. Locke as possible.
Hey, Hey, don't you have tuxes to alter, ministers to hire vows to create?
Yes, I do, but I'm trying to find Lee.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Okay, thanks.
Scott, you deserve all this happiness, and thanks for letting me be part of it.
Well, like Lucy said, you are a big part of this whole mess.
You know, when I finally found out you were my father, it filled this hole I had in me, this small, lonely space. I guess it was different for you with Bordiso, though, wasn't it?
I wish I never found out he was my father.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah, other than the fact that I know I'm going to suffer hair loss, I mean, what good came of it?
I'm not sure. But sometimes the truth is awful at first, but once the hurt fades, maybe we're better off knowing what was real rather than living in a lie.
It's all these Bordiso questions.
Curious, I guess. And I also have a patient who's dealing with this issue.
Every situation is different, you know. I mean, it's up to the individual to want to know the truth or not, I think.
You discussing law or medicine?
You're just the guy I'm looking for.
Well, I have to get back to the blood drive. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, now, brace yourself.
Okay. I'm beginning to hate those words, Scott.
No, this is good. This is good. Lucy and I are getting married on New Year's Eve.
It's a bit impetuous now, isn't it? I mean, this rush to the altar isn't just another way of exercising Bordiso out of your life, is it?
No, it's not. This is good. This is good. I'm marrying this great girl on the biggest day of our lives when we turn into the new century.
All right, all right. You have my blessing. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you. But there's one other thing I need from you.
Name it.
You made the walk down the aisle with me once before when I was getting married to Laura, and even though that marriage didn't work out, I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm asking you again to be my best man. Because I need you so I don't do anything stupid.
You've come a long way, son.
Oh, what's your answer?
I'd be honored.
Drat, Aunt Charlene, every single place I can think of is completely booked up for the millennium.
Well, then have it after the millennium. Well, for heaven's sakes, honey, they'd have more time. Make it more perfect.
Well, no, because the millennium for us is perfect. It's so spontaneous, so impulsive, so over the top, so Scott and me.
So everything that ever got you into trouble.
True. But, somewhere along the way, everything changed. Maybe it was when Dominique asked me to have a baby for her, because all that impulsiveness sort of turned into something incredible, namely Serena.
I have to hand it to you, honey. Parenthood really agrees with you. And Scott.
Well, yeah, now we're doubly blessed. We get to raise Christina, too. And so I know we may not always pick the right path, and maybe we'll always stay as crazy and rash as we are, which is true. But the point is we want to do the right thing, and we're going to do the right thing because we're going to do it together, and it's for keeps, and that's the way we're going to raise our family.
I admire your spirit, honey.
I admire yours. And I got my spirit from you. That's the way you raised me. And I am so very proud. So, now I have something I want to ask you.
Well, whatever it is, dear, the answer is yes.
Be my matron of honor?
Oh.
Now, we all heard the defendant's taped confession. But, Dr. Locke, in your expert opinion, why should the jury believe that she was brainwashed into only thinking that she committed murder?
Julie was held captive by Greg Cooper, and he subjected her to severe mental torture. As Detective Garcia already testified, she feared for her life. We all have a built-in survival mechanism. It kicks in whenever we feel that our life might be threatened. Julie survived her abduction by identifying with her abductor. That's called Stockholm Syndrome.
If you will, clarify what you mean when you say that she identified with Cooper.
Well, subconsciously, Julie believed the only way she could protect herself was by joining forces with the person who actually threatened her.
So she would have done anything that Cooper demanded in order to protect herself?
Well, that's tricky. You see, we're all guided by our own personal need to survive. Even so, we do have an inner compass. Regardless of Cooper's manipulation, there's nothing he could have done to force Julie to do something that went against her moral grain.
Objection. There is no way the witness can know with absolute certainty what the defendant would or wouldn't do.
Sustained.
Perhaps I should qualify. In my expert opinion, Julie Devlin Ramsey is incapable of murder.
I had thought that Rachel Locke was my daughter's savior.
Well, thank you very much for discussing something with us that's obviously still very painful.
To this day, I can't get over how taken in I was. What I perceived as devotion to Jane was actually Dr. Locke's own obsession to free her.
If it's any consolation, you've given us the ammunition that we need to stop Rachel from hurting anyone else.
You're invited to the biggest party of the year.
Congratulations on the turnout.
All My Children's Crystal Ball.
May I have this dance?
Experience the excitement.
This is going to be a surprise announcement.
Share the romance.
Will you marry me?
You won't believe what happens.
Oh, God!
Beginning December 29th, All My Children's Crystal Ball. ABC Daytime.
This bone marrow drive could turn up a donor match for Neil.
Even if it doesn't, Joe is not going to give up trying to find a cure.
Hey. Pump you dry yet?
Yeah, down a pint and proud of it.
Hey, do you guys need any help with the drive? Yes, we do. You can put up some posters around town. Okay. Before we're through, every single person in Port Charles will know what's going on here, right?
You're the best, Dad.
So, are we going to hang around here all day, or are we going to post flyers?
Hey, I vote for posting flyers. Me too!
Okay, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay.
See you later.
See ya.
Joe's pretty crazy about his son, huh?
Joe couldn't stand to lose Neil.
Let's hope it never happens. All right, I gotta go. You call me if you need anybody, okay?
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Wexler. I'm sending down a sample of blood. I need an HLA antigen test. Yes, as quickly as possible.
So we got no place to get married, huh?
I have called every single place I could think of. Nothing. Everything's booked for the millennium. So now what do we do?
Hey, wait a second. I got an idea.
What? Okay.
Hey, Alvin. Scott Baldwin. Yeah, well, I'm fine. How are you? That's good. Listen, you know that lodge outside of town they were renovating? Yeah, well, is it done? It is? Okay, listen, I want to book it for New Year's Eve. Alvin, I don't care what it costs. Just book it. All right, let me call you later. All right, bye. Done.
A lodge?
Yeah, the VFW outside of town.
The VFW? You mean as in ammunition and guns and pictures of battlefield scenes?
Yeah, it'll be great. We'll get the cannons. We'll put them right next to the altar. When we say I do, boom, they go off. New Year's Eve, the whole thing. It'll be nice.
You really meant it, didn't you? When you said, you promised me the sun and the moon and the stars. You meant it.
Yes, I did. We're going to have one hell of a wedding. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Let me call Alvin back.
Dr. Kevin Collins suggested that it would be irresponsible to attribute Julie's behavior entirely to Stockholm Syndrome. He testified that her problems run much deeper than that.
Dr. Kevin Collins' credibility has already been challenged in this court.
One moment, Your Honor, please. Your Honor, there's new information that has just come to light, and it could make my cross of Dr. Locke more illuminating. I need time to examine it.
Your Honor, this is a stall.
I'll allow you to continue with the witness when we resume tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
What is going on?
Time to go. Come on.
What the hell does the assistant DA have on you that is so illuminating?
I have no idea. But it's not going to affect Julie's case. No one. Nothing will do that.
Cast your vote in the Port Charles Weekly Poll only at abc.com, part of the Go Network.